Hi, this video is to show you how to create a form in Google Drive and then send it to the staff. So I'm going to walk you through it and hopefully I answer all your questions, but if not, please shoot me an email and I'll see if I can be more clear in whatever you have a question about. So I'm in drive.google.com, and in order to create a new form, I'm going to click on the word new. Now I'm in the new drive. If you're in the old drive, it will look like this. You can click take me to the new drive and then you'll see what I see, the view that I see. So I'm over here on new, and here under more, I have the option to click on Google Form. So I'm going to click new, more, Google Form. Alright, so the very first thing that you want to do is you want to title your form. So this form is going to be called SLHS Teacher Eval. And I just clicked right up here and it allowed me to rename it. The next part that I want to make sure that you do is I like to uncheck this require shared email system login to view this form. Anyone should be able to view this form whether they're logged into the system or not. So please make sure you uncheck that. It's important because teachers are going to get frustrated and they're not going to know what's going on and why they can't take the survey. So here you see down here that it gives you question types. So you can choose a question title. What is your name? First, last. And then you have the option to choose text, paragraph text, multiple choice, check boxes, choose from a list, and all of these. So I'm going to have them do text, and then I'm going to click required question. This is going to make them answer it. You don't have to pick required questions. Some things you don't want to pick required question. For example, let's say I ask a person what they'd like for lunch, and I give them first a range of options that they can choose from. They pick it down, they do it, and I ask them, they have to answer that first part. Then I say, do you need anything specifically done to your hamburger? I don't want to make that a required question because what if someone else doesn't have a hamburger? It's not going to make a sense that they have to answer that question. So when I'm done with this, I can click done, and then I can add an item here. So paragraph text, please provide feedback from your evaluation. Alright, so I'm going to make that a required question and click done. And so here's my bulk of my survey. Now that I have this done, I can come up here to the very top, and this is where I can change my theme. So here's some options over here on the right, sorry. Alright, so that could be a theme. Let's do something else. So this is my theme. And you can see right here, all changes saved in Drive. There's no save button, it's automatically saving. The next thing that I want to do after I choose my theme is I want to click View Responses. View Responses is going to automatically create a new spreadsheet for when the teachers submit their responses. So if I come back to my Drive, here I can see that is my form that I created by clicking New, More, Google Form. So that's the form that was created. But then when I clicked on this button, View Responses, it automatically created this new spreadsheet in Google Drive, and it now says responses. So whenever you want to check the responses, you can double click this and it will automatically open and you can see the teacher responses. Alright, I'm going to show you what that looks like in just a second. Finally, the last button that we have up here is View Live Form. So when I click on that, this is what the teachers are going to see. Here is also the link that you're going to send to the teachers. So if you right click, if you're selected this, right click in it, click copy, and then you can paste it in to wherever you're going to the teacher, and send it to the teachers that you want to send it to as well. Now I'm going to show you what this looks like. Anything right here next to here that has the red asterisk says required, I have to answer. So Carrie Giuliano, This is my feedback. I'm going to click submit. Now your response has been recorded. Submit another response. Now once I've submitted that, I can come up here. I can go to my SLHS teacher evaluation responses, and you can see what time I submitted it and on what date, what my name is, and the feedback that I provided. Now the last part is if you want to go back and edit the form, you can see that. Let me just close out of these. So here's my form again. I can come here and I can make sure that I'm clicked on edit questions up here, and then I can edit my questions. If I click to change my theme, I won't be able to edit my questions again. I have to come back up here and click edit questions. I can also see that I have submitted one response. Now, just a couple quick things that you might need to know when you're using Google Forms. Under responses up here, this is the number of people that have submitted. If I click accepting responses, I have now changed it to not accepting responses. So it will say, let me show you what it says. Is no longer accepting responses. And that's a way to turn it off. I'm going to turn it back on though. And that's about it that you can see. On the confirmation page, after you submit, this is what it says if you'd like to say something else. So for example, if you're using this with your kids as a formative assessment or even as a summative, you can put in, when you are finished, please go to google.com and find an example of a picture that we discussed. Alright, so it's giving them their next directions. So then when you submit the feedback on your form, I'll show you. Now it says, when you are finished, please go to google.com and find an example of a picture that we discussed. So that is how you edit that response. I hope that this was helpful. I apologize that it was so quick, but I hope that you, this is what you're looking for. If you need any more help, please let me know. I'm so happy to help, and I hope you have a nice holiday.